Tracking my hair growth, for those who don't know, I got a hair transplant about 2 months ago. This was right afterwards, like immediately after surgery. First of all, can we talk about serving face while your head is swollen? Okay. Now, before we get into what the back looked like, jump scare, you've been warned. This was the back. Same shirt, same day, all the things. This was 3 days after the procedure, and this was 1 week after the procedure. And you can see I've got like the scabs and things up here. So it looks a lot fuller than it actually is. Let me show you the side. This was the sides 1 week after the procedure, and you can see it was healing rather well. Remember that jump scare? Okay, it's not as bad. This is the back 1 week after the procedure here. You can see the new growth is crazy. Again, jump scare, these were scabs, okay? This was the top of my head after the procedure. Main areas we had filled were here and here, and I can guarantee you it was nowhere near as full as it looked here because, again, those are scabs. So after 10 days, I was able to remove the scabs, and this is what the hairline was looking like. And I will say, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Again, here's the back. That was 10 days after the procedure. And the side here, so you can kind of see how it was filling back in. Honestly, the area that they pulled from, it filled back in rather nicely, I must say. This is the top of my head. Again, this is 10 days after the procedure. All right, you ready to see a month in? Just for fair warning, in that first month, all the transplanted areas, the area that you had hair put back, it all falls out. So this was a month in. You can kind of see the hairline here. It's thinned a bit over here, kind of falling out along the front. But overall, it really wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad at all. You can see he's feeling much better these days. Okay, anyway, this was the side of my head a month in, filling in very nicely. The back of my head 1 month in. Yeah, looks good, right? I like it. This one is where you can really see that the hair has fallen out. So right in through here, that is where the hair fell out. Some fell out in through here. Of course, my dip over here was worse from jump. The hair they transplanted up here had fallen out, like all of that. It's supposed to happen, so I wasn't really tripping. Well, today makes 2 months, and I realized you could just see my face, but what I'm not gonna do is awkwardly spin in front of the camera. So here it is here. The one thing I find that I have issues with is, you see, my hair is trying to curl again. I got these little duck flips on the side. I don't like that, and I'm not allowed to cut my hair yet. I have to wait until like 3 months to cut my hair, so everybody's so creative. When I'm start doing some creative stuff on the sides, just mind your business. Speaking of the sides, this is how much it has filled in 2 months time. And you can see like it's filling in quite a bit. It looks like a baby's head, honestly. It's bigger. This is the back of my head today. We're 2 months in. All right. You ready to see the top of my head? Me too. Okay, so this is the top here. You can see my hair is starting to try to wave up, so it's still in that in-between spot. It is starting to fill in a bit in these areas, but that's not supposed to start like kind of filling into like the 3 month mark. And my hair will not be completely filled in those areas until about 9 or 10 months. So I'm gonna be looking a little spacey between now and then, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. I feel like when you were edgeless anyway, like what's 9 more months of like thinner edges? Because they're currently thicker than they were before. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. As far as helping out with growth, one of the main things I'm doing is scalp massage. And I'm also supplementing. If you'd like to know what supplements I'm taking, just let me know. I can let you know in the comments. But this is not a sponsored video of any sort. I just want y'all to see the progress of my hair growth over the last 2 months, because I was literally bald 2 months ago. Look at him now. Child, I could braid that.